welcome to Integrate. I know we're here in day 3, but do you mind introducing yourselves?
Sure, I'm Phil Scobie, the Director of Product Management for Installed Audio Products. Been with Harman 10 going on 11 years.
Cool.
And I'm Jeff Birch, Director of Product Management for Video and Control Products. Started with AMX 2007 and have stayed on since the Harman acquisition.
Cool, cool. And do you mind just sort of giving me the rundown? What are you guys showing off at Integrate here?
We've shown a lot of what we've been showing in the past. Last year we showed Muse sort of as a secret thing. We kind of kept it under wraps, and it launched officially a few weeks after Integrate. But that's here this year in a big way, making some big waves with that, and we've even got some big feature updates to the Muse platform. That's our automation and control platform. We've also got a couple of new entries in our Network AV platform, RN 2600, which is a dual streaming solution, RN 3300, which is an H.264, H.265 Network AV solution. We still have Varia touch panels here. This is the second year now for showing the Varia touch panels on the show floor. We've got a number of other little control-related boxes, extender boxes, some cable management features, things like that.
Cool.
From an installed audio point of view, we're showing majority of our control contractor speaker series, and of course amps that mate with that. And then new for this year, we have a whole brand new product of BSS, a new DSP line that we call SoundWeb Omni, that we're showing down on the floor. There's 4 products in the initial launch. That product family will grow over time and take over all of the other existing products in that. And then a whole new application suite that both supports Jeff's products and mine called AVX Suite.
Cool, beautiful. And yeah, we're seeing a lot in this industry that products will have a bit of a 5-year life cycle. Where do you think these products are fitting within that 5-year life cycle, if you subscribe to that belief? And then what do you think's next? What do you think's just around the corner, and maybe how you guys fit in with that life cycle?
Well, it's a little bit twofold in the audio side, right? So from a loudspeaker point of view, we kind of break it down into a couple of categories: retail, portable PA, and touring. And I'd say in the retail and portable PA, that's a shorter lifespan. It's a much quicker turnaround in the market, so anywhere from 3 to 5 years, and the whole portfolio flips. Touring is a 5 to 10 year probably lifespan before it flips. And then installed audio, at least for me, from a core product of like a processor and DSP, our customers want a 10-year minimum out of that. They put a lot of money and a lot of effort into their infrastructure, and they don't want to have to change it every so often. So we have to take that account into when we're building it, right? From both can it do that long a lifespan, or the components going to be available? So we design for that and build it. So theoretically, we try to put at least a 10 to 15 year life cycle on that. It may turn out to be shorter, but we design for at least that.
Cool.
Yeah, and video and control is similar. It's a longer life span. We're going into major installations, courts, government facilities, corporate installs, and people don't want to turn those around every 3 to 5 years. They want it a little more long-lived. But we know that things change, and so we want to be ready for those changes. So with a lot of our products, I think really all of our products, we are moving more and more towards open standards and open tools. So Muse uses standard programming languages, it uses VS Code, and really any development environment that you want to use. Our Network AV boxes are AVA and AVH compliant boxes, so that we're using these open tools and open facilities so that we can continue to adapt as things change. And then, you know, longer term, obviously, for video, 8K is you know, something we've been talking about for a long time. Just like 4K took a while to really take hold in the corporate space, 8K is still taking a little bit of time, but there's certainly plans there for 8K. And then, you know, we're ready for whatever changes there are in the programming environment, the tools environment.
That open nature, do you think that came from COVID, where we're seeing a lot of these like delays in products coming out, sort of forcing integrators to adapt? Do you think that sort of came from that, or was the industry sort of looking for this openness in their products?
I think people have been wanting openness in their products for a decade or more. I think it's a struggle for companies to provide that openness because you don't want to give people a way to move away from your brand.
Yeah.
But that's what customers really want, and so our approach has been, certainly within the AMX side, has been, let's challenge that. Let's make these open tools and open standards, and let's commit ourselves to making the best products available on the market so that we give people the incentive to stay with us, not because they're locked into it and because they have to, because we've held their arm behind their back, but because we're making the best product and the product that solves their problem.
Yeah, definitely.
I would add to that. 100% agree with everything Jeff said. I would say the other thing we noticed from COVID was, I think, with all the manufacturers and everybody, including every living soul, we had to just shut down, right? So a lot of products and companies had to reevaluate. Well, what was their core products and core reason for being, and they had to cut back, and so they only started saying, we're not going to make this anymore, we're only going to make that, whether it was a chip supply or whatever, and that trickle streamed all the way up to us, right? It's like, okay, well, we can't build this anymore because we relied on these chips. So I think every company sort of reevaluated what was their core model and what was their core thing, and now add in that layer of, well, if we need to play with that, we need to open up some and be more open to mixed solutions that aren't all ours. And I think just the industry of a whole now, just that's expected, right? So we're trying to play more open and fairly, and know that there's enough room for all of us to get into this pie and be a piece of it. So I don't know that it was purpose-built design that way. I think it was forced on us but COVID accelerated that.
Yeah, well said. More of a broad question. What are you guys' thoughts on Integrate? Are you happy with the show? We're here at the end of day 3, essentially. Do you enjoy it? You've obviously flown quite a long way, so it must be okay. But what are your thoughts on Integrate 2024?
Well, this is my second Integrate, and last year I thought was a great show. This year I think it's even better. Attendance seems to be up more, but the enthusiasm from people on the show floor is great. The booth, from all the people participating, seems to have more product than even last year. I think the venue and the city and the environment, the convenience is great. I do a lot of trade shows worldwide. This one's just pretty easy, and it's great to be able to come here and everything's accessible, hotel room to food to the venue.
Yeah, I agree. I've been coming to Integrate on and off, mostly on, since about 2009 or 10. And this is one of my favorite shows. It's just the size, the people, the stand, everything is. It's a good show, and this year has been really exciting. And you get really smart people that really know what they want to learn about. They're not afraid to ask questions, and you have. I feel like I've accomplished something at the end of this trade show, which isn't always the case sometimes.
Right.
Yep. Cool. All right. Any further comments that either of you wanted to make?
Thanks, Sydney, for hosting Integrate. I look forward to coming next year.
Yeah, looking forward to next year.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.